Rama. Good afternoon and warm welcome. We will be going live at 12:30 p.m. So please settle down, whatever you may be doing, begin to wrap up. I'm certain you'd like to be fully present here and take full value of your time here. And while we wait for more women to join us, please also take a look at the Zoom screen and ensure you're logged in with your first and your last name. If you're not logged in with your name, then here's how you can change it. You go to participants on your phone or laptop. Go to participants, find your name, right click or long press to type your first and your last name, please. I trust that you have also checked us out on Instagram or Facebook, LinkedIn to get to know more about us. So we have shared the links to our various social media platforms. If you want to go check us out, then this is a good time to do that. Good afternoon, Usha. Glad to have you here. Hi, everyone. So this webinar will go live at 12:30 p.m. Hi, Narmata, Poonam, Satika, Karuna. Good afternoon and warm welcome, everyone. So Women on Wealth is a women-centric community, and what we do is we help women take charge of their finances. We've been doing that for the past 13 years. And I can sense that you all are excited to learn and grow today such that you can grow your money. So please get ready with a notebook and a pen, and whatever you may be doing, begin to wrap up so that you can be fully here, not walking around, not sleeping, not doing something else, not trying to multitask. As much as all of us women are great multitaskers, but at this point today, I want to invite you to not multitask, but be here fully. Your money life needs your full attention. And while we wait for more women to join us, let me also share an interaction that we had with one of our students, a young woman, Chandana Reddy from Chennai, an architect by profession, and how she came in to take charge of her finances, to learn the various tools of managing her personal finance. So sharing that with you so that Chandana can inspire all of us.
Until college, there were absolutely no conversations. And, there was no, I don't think I was in that phase where I was looking into all of these things. But I think the last 3 years already, I was having a lot of conversations with my colleagues, and a lot of people who are in the same field and also doing work. Like we have made, some of my friends and I, we've made some unconventional choices. Like, we've decided to research in an area that has to do with alternative materials. Today, what's called alternative, but earlier in the day, they were used quite a bit, and focus on basically refining our skills. And we've spent a lot of time, many years actually focusing on that. But the financial part was on the periphery. So we've all reached a certain point at 30, 31, where we're like, hey, let's talk about finances. So I was already having conversations with my peers, with my friends. And then I think when this course came along, I think, and here what is interesting is where I live, there are people from different places, different countries as well. And one of my colleagues, she is a Korean. And when I started to talk to her about it, and she said, so it was very interesting that she had also done her research. Now she lives here. So the banks that she kind of opened savings accounts in, and how she goes about investing and things like that. So yeah, I feel like during the course, the conversations with my family were a lot more. And I felt like I was able to open up all the things that we were not talking about. I think started to, like we started, I felt a lot more, um, I felt a little bit more ready to hold those conversations, like bring those conversations on the table. So I was initiating most of the time to like look into these things and why don't we do this and stuff like that. So it's I think the research that we did, you know, in the pro course, I think it definitely kind of equipped me a little bit more to kind of offer. I've had many conversations with my mom about this, and it feels nice to be able to contribute also, like perspectives, you know, like you could do this, and then let's do this together at some point, and things like that. So, yeah.
Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. So we are going to begin in another 3 minutes. So please begin to settle down. This webinar is going to run from 12:30 p.m. till about 2 p.m. So please shut the door, tell your family and friends you're away for the next 90 minutes working on your money life. So please do that. Okay, we will begin in another couple of minutes. And before we jump in and get started, I also want to share with you a glimpse of our wonderful, wonderful community that was captured by BBC News.
I went to a property dealer and I wanted to buy a property, and he looked up my shoulder and said, hey, you know, like, is your father with you? Is your husband with you? Is your brother with you? At that time, it was like a shock for me that, yeah, hey, I have the money. I have all the power in the world to buy a property, and you're still looking for a man with me. Why is that?
We are late, okay?
I knew कि हाँ इतना है, and you know I'm not in such a bad space. I mean, I think I can manage to make a living with what I have. So yeah, that was thanks to Mona.
People have just believed that women will not understand, or women will just spend money. At least that's how women are looked at. Yeah? Or they're just good at managing homes or children. So we got to break out of all this belief system, and I think that also forms patriarchy. So Malvika, as a woman, are you able to participate in your family's financial decision making?
The Managem as well as the stocks investing program. And with me, my entire family has had this huge shift in the way we think about money. Conversations have become so much more interesting. My partner listens to me, my father listens to me, my brother listens to me, they take money tips from me.
Many find confidence in talking about money with people in their lives, and many have now become the finance ministers of their house. They're getting involved in major financial decision making. Many have bought their own properties in their hometowns. Some have started their own businesses. So that's the kind of impact that we have in the world today.
And I also want to share that one of my stocks is giving me a 200% return.
We are ready to begin. It's 12:30. Over to you, Priyanka. Everyone, enjoy.
Thanks, Sheetal. Warm welcome, everyone. Warm welcome to your financial success model. I'm Priyanka Bhatia from Women on Wealth, leading from my beautiful home office in Delhi. If you can hear me and see me clearly, give me a big hi in the chat box. It's just great to be here, and I'm excited about sharing all the powerful tools with you. Hey, Sudha, Ginal, Gao, Satika, Anu, Mima, Shilpa, brilliant, Anna. Awesome. I am excited to share all the money principles with each one of you here. Okay. Some ground rules before we begin. Number one, this webinar will run for 90 minutes. If you have any appointments within these 90 minutes, I suggest you leave right now. Because leaving in between will leave us in between our financial success. So make sure you stay till the end. And if you're going to stay till the end, just type I am in. Type I am in the comments box. If you're going to stay till I leave, which is around 1:45 p.m., 2 p.m., type in I am in. Awesome. Got it. I get your commitment, everyone. Got it. Visna is saying she's excited to be here. Awesome, Usha. Got it, Karuna. I hear you. Ashish. So I trust you have pens and papers, everyone. Please take notes. This webinar can change your money life. Even one idea here could alter your money life. You know, one day exactly like this, I was sitting with one of my mentors. I took an action on one of the ideas she gave, and that changed my life. I was able to double my money with my investments. I was able to buy my first property in Delhi NCR with just limited amounts of money in my pocket. This is because I was able to implement that one idea that came from her. So don't underestimate the knowledge that you get today, because it can change your life. So if you don't have pens and papers, I suggest you quickly go. Grab one right now. So I'm giving you 2 seconds, okay, to go and grab it right now. Next, we are going to have the Q&A section towards the end. So if you're bubbling with questions, note them down on your papers, everyone. Don't ask me the questions in between, because that will break the flow of my webinar. Today's webinar is not around boring stuff. I promise you I'm not going to use boring PPTs. I'm going to use the same exact methodology on how I did it. I'm going to show you that exact methodology, and I'm going to show you my financial system. Are you okay seeing my financial system? Type in yes, everyone. If you are willing to look at my financial system that has helped me derive all the financial results that I have in my life. So it's not a theory session. I'm going to explain everything that I need in 90 minutes. So ask all your questions towards the end. And when I ask for a response, make sure you give a response. Because the reason I'm doing this webinar live is because I want to see you, talk with you, engage with you. I want to call out your names and I want to see people. So make sure you are responding and you are here to learn everything that I have to share. And here is what you will learn today in this webinar. Number one, you will learn with me how not to lose money while investing. Number two, you will learn how small amounts can lead to big wealth. And number three, you will learn how you can begin on your wealth creation right now. And by the end of this webinar, You will have absolute clarity on what actions you need to take to go to your next level with your finances. So type in RTF if you are ready to start. How many of us are ready to start? Let's see. Got it. Yes. Awesome. Jyoti is ready to start. Sushma, Usha, Satika, Sangeeta, Darshna. Got it, Anu? Oh, Reshmi. Awesome. So then let's begin. Do you know that women own only 1% of the world's wealth? This is despite them comprising 50% of the global population. Type in no or don't know if you don't know this. We women, you and I, our community, we just own 1% of the wealth. That too in the world? Really? And we are 50% of the population? What's happening here, guys? Do you know that about 38% of married women, you and I, we consider our spouse to be the primary decision maker for long-term financial planning? Really? 38% married women considering their spouse to be the primary decision maker for long-term financial planning? Do you know only 30% of women worldwide are financially literate? You and I, just 30% of us are financially literate. Are you ready to change this with me, everyone? Type in ready if you're ready. Are you ready to change these stats with me? And how do you change them? We change ourselves first. We build our financial education, our financial knowledge first. When I change, you change, all of us change. So we bring in the change where we are. That's where we begin today, everyone. And who are we? Why are we talking about this? Well, we are Women on Wealth, and we help women take charge of their finances. We run online financial training and coaching programs so that women can learn how they can manage their money and grow it effectively. We've now been operational for the last 13 years, and we have helped over 5,000 women till now. These women have become debt-free. They've come out of living paycheck to paycheck. They today save at least 25% more than they ever saved. Many women have built their own investment portfolios. Some of them even generate 15 to 20% return year on year. Some of them even double their money every 4 to 5 years. Some of them have managed to buy their own properties, start their own businesses without depending on their husband, father, broker, advisor. And some women today are recognized as the finance ministers of their house, and they're getting involved in major financial decision making in their families. So if you look at finance, finance has been a male domain in our families. And our intention at Women on Wealth is to make it gender free. Because we at Women on Wealth believe that finance is a system and everyone can learn it. I want you to hear this, everyone. Finance is not a gender role. It is not something only for the men to do. Finance is a system. Every woman with basic IQ and basic math skills can learn it. And now, a little bit about me. So if you ever thought that you need to be from a finance background to manage your money, or you thought you need to be good with maths, numbers, and calculations to manage your money, then note, I am not a man and I don't come from a finance background. I come from a journalism background. Academically, not brilliant at all. I come from a journalism background and my education, my higher education has been in that. I used to be a reporter with news agencies like the Press Trust of India, United News of India, and more, where I had a great salary, which I used to spend on branded shoes, clothes, bags, and sometimes spas, hair spas. I always wanted to create wealth and I just didn't know how to do that. And I got a big shock when one of my male colleagues ended up buying a property. He was at the same position as mine, same salary as mine, and he ended up buying a property while I had not even managed to save that much money. So that's where my quest to wealth began. And I thought the first person to take guidance from is my dad. And like any well-meaning man, my dad mentioned about traditional investments like public provident fund, PPF, and fixed deposits. I did those investments, and very soon I realized that the rates of return were really low. And I had big goals. I mean, I wanted to buy my own property in Delhi NCR, earn from my investments, ultimately build a corpus for my business. And I knew none of those goals were possible if I continue to manage my money the way I was managing and invest it the way I was investing. I knew I had to take some different actions to get a different result. So one of the different actions that showed up for me was to check with this male colleague of mine who had ended up buying a property. And you know, when I checked on him, he mentioned that he invests in the stock market. So straight I went ahead, found myself a broker, a stockbroker, opened a Demat account. I started buying and selling whatever my broker told me to do. Well, only to realize in 2008 that I lost 90% of what I had invested. And at that time, I was so sad and disgusted with what had happened that I thought wealth creation was not for me and that I should give up. And I literally gave up on wealth creation. I gave up on wealth creation until I could find my mentors. And I found 4 mentors: a woman stock investor, a property investor, a serial entrepreneur, and a business coach. And when these guys began to guide me and they gave me little exercises to do, financial clarity began to emerge in my life. Like I exactly knew how much money was coming into my life, how much money was going out, where that money was going, how much money I needed to reach my financial goals, where I needed to invest, and how much I needed to invest to reach my financial goals. My stock investor mentor taught me a step-by-step methodology to pick good quality stocks. Until then, I had no idea, guys, that there was any step-by-step methodology to pick any kind of quality investment. So I learned the step-by-step methodology to pick good quality stocks. I went back to the stock market with a lot of courage. And it was different this time because I started by making 70,000 rupees in 120 minutes. And I kept making my money like that to a point that I could double the entire fund that I had invested in the stock market. And then I bought my first property in Delhi NCR. And I'm proud to share today that I'm leading this session from exactly this first property of mine. I live in my own apartment in Delhi NCR. Also, I learned these step-by-step methodologies to pick good quality other investments like mutual funds, bonds, etc. I built a well-diversified investment portfolio for myself without depending on anyone in my life. And my investment started earning for me. I started earning more than what my expenses were. And at that point, I knew I was free to take up meaningful projects in my life. So I quit my job, and 2011, we started Women on Wealth. Since then, there is no looking back. We've been privileged to have made a difference to over 5,000 women at Women on Wealth. Also, we've been covered by the BBC News, NDTV 24/7 News Channel, Zee Business News Channel, Zee News Channel, Hindustan Times newspaper, Economic Times newspaper, Live Mint paper keeps writing about us. Femina Magazine, Huffington Post, and a series of women's blogs and posts. Also, Cherie Blair, who is wife of Mr. Tony Blair, the ex-UK Prime Minister, she wrote about us in the Huffington Post herself. And she came from London, specially to visit us in Delhi, and offered us the India partnership to her Cherie Blair Foundation. And since then, we've been nominating women from India to the foundation in London. So this is pretty much about me and us at Women on Wealth. And here is our mission. We are committed that we will make 50 lakh women financially educated by 2030. We're going to shift the way women are seen in the world. Are you ready for this, everyone? Type in ready. If you're ready for your financial education, if you're ready to shift how women are seen in the world, how women are related to in this world around finances. Got it. And here are some of our students that we want to celebrate today who are in this journey with us, making sure they grow financially, and so does our entire women's community. Introducing you to Dr. Nisha. She's a dental surgeon in Tirur in Kerala. She says she reduced her debt by 25%. How many of you are in debt and you want to reduce it? I want you to draw your inspiration today from Dr. Nisha. She's reduced her debt by 25%. She's experienced a 25% increase in her overall investment portfolio. That's how much she's grown her money. She says, encouraged by my father and later by my husband, I did what I could to save and invest in a variety of policies and mutual funds. But my money was not growing much. Women on Wealth programs have turned my portfolio around. Sunita Stibish, who works at DHL Logistics in Mumbai, she says finance is no longer the rocket science I once believed it to be. How many of you think finance is rocket science for you? I want you to type in me. You're with Sunita, right? Got it. Yes? Okay, no? Got it. Sunita says finance is no longer the rocket science she once believed it to be. She says, I started investing in mutual funds after the course, something I thought was only for high income individuals. Now I know it is not. It is also for folks like me who have no financial history or expertise. Pinky Saharan, who's an IT professional with Intel in Bangalore. She says, I invested in mutual funds for the first time ever in my life, that too with complete analysis and understanding. And all these results and much more has been derived from our curriculum for financial education. Our level 1 program is called Money Gym, your personal finance mastery. Today, you are in a special introduction to our Money Gym program. You will get a taste of what the Money Gym program is. Our level 2 program is called the Art of Picking Quality Stocks for Beginners. And our level 3 program is called the Wine Women Investors program. Also, we have a lot of free resources right here for you. Monday, 5 p.m. live on Instagram, we have the Wake Up Women series. Tuesday, 10 a.m., we have the decoding of the ET Wealth newspaper. Thursday, 10 a.m., we have My Investment Mastery series. To take advantage of all these free resources, make sure you connect with us and you stay connected with us. On Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. I've put in all the links on your Zoom chat right now. Click on the link, guys. Go ahead, follow us on all the platforms that you use so that you are creating another system to be on track for your financial success. Type in joined once you've joined us. And for those of you who are watching us from your laptop, you can scan the QR code right here and follow us on Instagram. Type in joined, everyone, once you've joined us. How many of you have joined us? Joined us for your financial success. Got that, Marina. Karuna, I invite you to message everyone. Real me, I need to know your name. I don't want to call you real me. Monisha, Reshmi, Jinal. Got it. Neha, please rename yourself. Put your full name right there. Here is the QR code to follow us on LinkedIn, everyone. Women on Wealth team, could you just rename Neha Rizvi? Got it, G. Bishna, Lazia, Sarika, Sushmita. I can see you guys have joined us. Yes. Got it, Reshma 20. Yeah, Jayashri. Got it. Now moving forward. So if you want access to build your dream investment income, my women, you want to 2x your wealth, you want to double your money, you want to buy back your precious time to achieve complete financial freedom? No, it is possible. And today, inside of the Money Gym program, the personal finance mastery program that I run, I'm giving you how you can get access to it. So stay tuned and make sure you're engaging with me and fully excited towards your financial goals. So start typing in. Why you here, guys? What are those financial goals, financial dreams that bring you to this session? What is it that your heart truly desires when it comes to your finances? Please start typing in. What are those financial goals that bring you to this session? Double my money, financial freedom, earn my money, worry-free life. Got it. A lot of you are saying financial freedom. Got it. Yes. Reach the sky till I'm alive. iPhone, I need to know your name. I don't want to call you iPhone. A very strong investment portfolio. 10 crore rupees. Seema Rawal. Okay. Women on Wealth team, can you rename Seema Rawal, please? Got it. Standard of living. Build financial knowledge, financial security, early retirement, save for my kids. BT, please share your name. Travel the world. Be independent till my old age. Invest my money smartly, overcome my financial problems, buy my own property. Got it. Improve my standard of living. Got it. Now, these are some of the many financial goals that you have. Yes, carefree life, Richie Rich, I hear you. Now start typing. What are those financial challenges, financial struggles that are in the way of you reaching your financial goals? What is coming in the way of you getting there? Okay, there is fear of risk that's coming in the way for me. Okay, what else? Not having enough money of my own. My struggle is I'm still looking for safe ways to invest. I lack knowledge of investments. Got it. I don't know how to make it happen. I don't have any guidance. Got it. There is fear of rejection, fear of making the wrong choices, spending more than my earnings. Got it. So these are some of the many financial challenges. Yes, some of you are in debt, living paycheck to paycheck. Got it. Now, I want to tell you, my team and I, we have addressed all these financial struggles and we have helped our women, our students, our community members, each and everyone achieve their financial goals. We have done that over the last 13 years for 5,000 women. How we've done that? By making them financially educated. However, I want you to know 90 minutes is not enough time to address all these challenges. Type in with you if you're with me on that, right? You can see that, hey, 90 minutes, we cannot address so many challenges. 90 minutes not enough to address all these financial goals. How many of you are with me? Type in with you if you can see that, yeah. I don't want to begin my relationship with you on a lie, everyone. No way. So here is what I promise to do. I promise to help you make 1% improvement in your money life. Today, I am promising you 1% improvement. And by making 1% improvement each day in your money life, you can become 37 times better with your finances in an year's time. And that can happen with your full participation in the webinar today. So can you resolve? Can you focus on just making 1% improvement, everybody, today? Type in ready if you're ready for that 1% improvement. How many of you are ready? Ready to rock and roll? Because today we're going to improve 1% with the 3 concepts of wealth creation that I'm going to share right now in the webinar. Brilliant. So here is concept number 1. How not to lose money while investing. You know, some of us in the beginning of the session today, we were saying that we are scared. We will lose money while investing. Type in how many of you are scared. Type in scared. You're scared that you will lose money. You know, you're scared of the risk involved, right? You're scared that, hey, I don't want to lose. I don't want to, lose my hard-earned money, right? Now, how to overcome this? How not to lose money, how to make money while investing is by doing your own research. I'm sure each one of you know mutual funds is one good way to make money while investing. Type in no if you know this, right? You know that investing in mutual funds can help you make money, right? Sangeeta is saying she knows. Got it. Yes, Sudha, Jayashri. Got it, Usha. Now, how many of you invest in mutual funds? Type in me. Type in me if you invest in mutual funds. Okay, Sangeeta does. Yes, Sarmishta does. Sushma, Rita, Shilpa, Lazia, Sanhita, Bishna, Usha, Gaurama, Sudha. Got it. You all invest. Now tell me, how have you picked these mutual funds? All of you who are saying me, I am investing in mutual funds. Tell me, how have you picked these mutual funds to invest in? So all of you who've invested, let the cat be out of the bag today. Brilliant. Banker's advice. So banker, agent, broker, financial planner, screener, husband, advisor, agent, okay, colleagues, friends. So when you are saying, all of you who are saying that you are dependent on a broker, advisor, banker, agent, father, husband, brother, colleague, friend, tips from apps, Google, you're being a dependent investor. Type in DI if you can see that you're being a dependent investor. How many of you can see that? That, yeah, I'm a dependent investor. I depend on others, right? How many of you are dependent investors? Got it? Some of you are saying you are. Got it. Now I want you to think. All of you who are saying you are dependent investors. Does this dependency give you absolute clarity and confidence? Okay, type in yes or no. Does it give you absolute clarity and confidence that by investing in these mutual funds, you're going to reach your financial goals? No. Many of you are saying, no, I don't have that clarity. I don't have that confidence. Got it. Now, when you are investing, okay, when you are investing without clarity and confidence, by depending on someone else, it's your route to lose money while investing because you don't understand what you're doing, right? So if you want to make sure you don't lose money while investing, everyone, please learn to do your own research. Example, let me share with you. If you know that mutual funds is one top way to create wealth, then there is a proper step-by-step methodology to pick good quality mutual funds. How many of you know that? Type in no. How many of you know that there is a proper 30-step methodology to pick good quality mutual funds? All of you who were writing here, look at returns. No. You just don't look at returns and invest. There is a proper 30-step methodology to pick good quality mutual funds. In my Money Gym program, it takes me 4 hours to explain the step-by-step methodology to pick good quality mutual funds and for my student to apply and pick a mutual fund. Today, I don't have the luxury of 4 hours. So I'm going to train you in the first step of the step-by-step methodology. And all of you are writing that, hey, I'm not aware. I don't know there is any methodology that exists. This is your 1% improvement, everyone. This is your 1% improvement. So please write down on your papers. The first step of the step-by-step methodology to pick good quality mutual funds. The first step is called alpha, A-L-P-H-A. Okay, A-L-P-H-A. Alpha is the rate of return that a mutual fund generates, which is over and above its benchmark. Before I repeat it, I want everybody to start their videos. I want to see how many of you are writing. I want to see how many of you are serious. You're writing this. Good. Brilliant. Awesome. Because I don't want to put in the effort. I like that. G. Vishna is showing me her notes. I like that. Good. Because I don't want to waste my time around. Yes, Jyoti, I can see your notes. Good. Brilliant. We're here to learn, everyone. So let's write down. Alpha is the rate of return that a mutual fund generates, which is over and above its benchmark. Alpha is rate of return that a mutual fund generates, which is over and above its benchmark. Now, any mutual fund, everyone, will have a benchmark. You understand benchmark? Something that it will monitor its returns against. That's benchmark. A mutual fund will have a benchmark against which it will monitor its returns. Anytime the returns are more than the benchmark, alpha is positive. Okay? Anytime the returns of the mutual fund are more than the benchmark, alpha is positive. Anytime the returns are lower than the benchmark, alpha is negative. I'm repeating, anytime returns lower than the benchmark, alpha is negative. What is the bottom line of this test? The higher the alpha, the better it is. Write this down, everyone. The bottom line of this test is the higher the alpha, the better it is. So now, what is your job as intelligent investors? Your job is to make sure that you pick a mutual fund for further research only if it passes the alpha test. That's the first test you do. Now, how many of you build the knowledge right now? Type in me. Type in me if you built knowledge. Karuna, I want you to message everyone. Let everyone see how many women here are building knowledge. Marina, the same thing for you. We're all here building knowledge, right? Got it. Brilliant. Now you said, I lack knowledge, and if I build the knowledge, I will create wealth. Tell me, now you build the knowledge, can you create wealth with it? You've built the knowledge. Alpha पता चल गया आप सबको first step है. स्टेप बाय स्टेप मेथोडोलॉजी का। आप लोग सब कह रहे थे ना कि लैक ऑफ नॉलेज है इसलिए मैं नहीं कर पा रही हूँ। Let me correct you guys. It's not lack of knowledge only. It is also lack of implementation of the knowledge, which is in the way of you being wealth creators. So now let's go to the next step. Let's apply this knowledge. Now, how do you apply this knowledge? Let's look for alpha. And where do you look for alpha? There is a website called valueresearchonline.com. Write this down, everyone. Valueresearchonline.com is a website that we use to research mutual funds. There's a search bar here, okay? Click on the search bar, type any mutual fund's name here. Example, I wrote Axis. Can you see this? Axis. Under funds, can you see these are all the mutual funds under the Axis Mutual Fund house? So step one, write down the full name of the mutual fund. Just as an example, I'm saying Axis Midcap Fund. When I click on it, you will now notice an entire page on Axis Midcap Fund has opened up. Now, how do I find alpha? I go to risk here. Can you see here? There is risk written. I click on risk. Now, can you see on your extreme right, there's alpha written. And what is alpha here? Minus 0.60%. What does minus alpha mean, everyone? Please start typing in the chat. What does minus alpha mean? What does minus alpha mean, everyone? Yes, the returns are lower than the benchmark. Brilliant. And when the returns are lower than the benchmark, alpha is negative, we won't even research this mutual fund further. Forget about investing in it at all. So only when a mutual fund passes the alpha test will we do 29 more tests on it to figure if it is worth investing our hard-earned money in. I'm repeating, only when a mutual fund passes the alpha test, we will do 29 tests on it, 29 more tests on it to figure if it is worth investing on hard-earned money in. So I'm repeating this concept. How not to lose money while investing is by doing your own research, not depending on anyone else, but on your own self. Are you getting this, everyone? Type in got it if you are getting this. How many of you have gotten this concept, everyone? Everybody got it? Got it. So the only way for you to exponentially grow your money, I am repeating this, the only way for you to exponentially grow your money, number one, is by hand-picking good quality investments. So only when you hand-pick good quality investments, you increase the probability of exponentially growing your money. And Meryl Dennis did exactly that. She's a communication expert. She came to a similar introduction session back in 2017. At that time, she'd been working in different companies. Her salary was increasing, but her wealth wasn't. She identified that she lacked knowledge of investments, knowledge of finances, and application of that knowledge. She joined the Money Gym program with us. She learned the art of financial planning, investment portfolio building. She handpicked good quality investment. And in a span of the last 1 year, she's increased her net worth by 37%. So while inflation in our country is growing at 7% year on year, Meryl and many women like Meryl are increasing their wealth by 37%. And their financial transformation goes on. Can you imagine if that happened to you? How many of you can imagine that? Got it? Sudha, Shilpa, Sarika. Got it, Jyoti. Reshmi, iPhone 12, I want to know your name, please. Yes, Reshma. Now let's come to concept number 2. How small amounts can lead to big wealth. You know, often a lot of women think that I have small amounts of money. I can't create big wealth with that. How many of you think that way? Type in me. If you think, hey, I don't have enough money. You know, I have small amounts of money. I don't think I can create big wealth. I don't think it is possible with the limited amounts of money that I make, limited amounts that I save. Got it, everyone. So today I'm going to share with you how small amounts can lead to big wealth. So how many of you want to build your first 1 crore rupees? Type in 1 crore. How many of you want that for yourself? Your first 1 crore rupees. 1 crore, Mimi, I like that. Got it. All of you want that, right? 1 crore rupees. Now, how many of you can save 10,000 rupees per month? Type in yes, if you can save 10,000 rupees per month. Yes, many of you can save 10,000 rupees per month. Okay, got it. Now, let's look at a simple calculation. Okay, you want to make your first 1 crore rupees and say the money you can save per month is 10,000 rupees. Now, how many months you will take to build your first 1 crore? 1,000 months, as simple as that. How many are 1,000 months? 1,000 months are 83 years. So if you just keep saving 10,000 rupees per month, it will take you 83 years to build your first 1 crore rupees. I want you to start typing what will be your age in 83 years. Example, if you're 40, then 40 plus 83, you will be 123 years old. How old will you be? Dead, Komal? Okay. Got it, Karuna? Yes, Kanishka. Jayashree is saying she'll be 104. Got it. Yes. 101, 120, 105. Yes, zombie, absolutely. 120. Got it. Now, how many of you want to reduce this? You want to reduce the number of years. From 83, you want to reduce it. Yes? How many of you want to reduce it? Got it. Now your savings, we are just assuming that your savings remain the same. Just 10,000 per month. No matter how much your salary or incomings increase, your savings are 10,000 per month. Here is the difference. Now you are a knowledgeable investor. You are hand-picking good quality investments. Something I said in concept 1. I want you to assume that you are a knowledgeable investor and you are hand-picking good quality investments. Okay? And now let's see how much we can reduce it with. And I'm going to use the power of compounding calculator for this. So again, I'm assuming the same thing. Amount that you can save and invest per month is 10,000 rupees. Okay. So you're doing monthly investments of 10,000 rupees. And say the number of years you are investing for regularly is 20 years. And you're staying invested also for 20 years. Same good quality investments that generate a rate of return of 12% year on year. So now, after 20 years, you would have invested 10,000 per month, which is equal to 24.1 lakh rupees, which will grow to become 1.01 crore rupees at 12% per annum. So just by introducing the skill of money, finance, investments, you've reduced the number of years to reach 1 crore rupees from 83 to 20 years. You're saving 63 years, everyone, just by building the skill, saving the same amount of money and growing it. Now tell me how many of you want to reduce it further from 20 years? Type in me. If you want to reduce it further from 20 years. Got it. So if you want to reduce the time further, you may have to invest more money. You'll have to build your skill. That's the only way forward. I have built many crores at this age. I'm 39, everyone. Just by using my skill, over time investing more money and giving more time to my investments. So this is how small amounts can lead to big wealth. How many of you can relate to this? Type in relate if you can relate to this. Got it? Divya, Ashish, iPhone, Marina, Reshmi, Reshma. I get that. Got it. Rita. You know, and we have different limiting beliefs, everyone. No? Kadam, Dr. Veena, everybody who's typing. You know, we have different beliefs. Like this is one belief that I spoke about today, how we think that small amounts can't lead to big wealth. Some of us think, you know, we're not smart enough. I don't think I can do this. Some of us say, hey, you know what? I don't come from a finance background. Some of us think, hey, you know what? This is too complex for me. Finance, investments, this is not my cup of tea. This is a man's job. This is not for me. Don't have that much time. I have too much on my plate right now. I'm taking care of my children, taking care of work, so many responsibilities, the entire household, and now, you know, another thing, finance. No. Some of us think I'm already late for this. You know, I was seeing in the chat, some of you were typing, I'm 50 already, I'm 62 already. How many of you relate with that? You can see that you have limiting beliefs. How many of you can see that? Type in me if you can see that you have limiting beliefs and you need to get out of there. Yeah. Got it, everyone? Got it. So the only way for you to exponentially grow your money, number one, is by hand-picking good quality investments. And number two, going beyond your limiting beliefs. You know, Kaveri Bharat, she's a potter, a ceramic artist by profession. She lives in Chennai. I also visited Chennai and my Chennai community just last year. She says, you know, finance is not my cup of tea. I'm an artist. I can't understand finance. I barely have any money to put bread and butter on the table. Forget investing. By joining Women on Wealth, she got her finances on an autopilot. She built a well-diversified investment portfolio. She's become an independent equity investor. And she's a financial guide to her husband, mother, and children. She has conquered her limiting beliefs. Would you like to be our next success story? Type in success if you want financial success. Got it, Divya. Yes, Reshmi, Rita, Darshna, Marina, Kadam. I like it. Dr. Veena, Sushma, Usha, Kanishka, Sureksha, Surekha, Payal, and everybody. I hear you guys. Here is concept number 3 now. How you can begin on your wealth creation right now. Right away, how you can begin. It is by implementing financial knowledge with hand holding and guidance. You know, if you don't implement financial knowledge, you just become financially knowledgeable, you understand all the financial terms, what will happen? You'll become an information junkie. Remember when I told you about Alpha, you build that knowledge, you didn't implement, you don't know how to implement. What happened? You became an information junkie. The moment you can implement the financial knowledge, you become a wealth creator. Another financial knowledge piece I want to talk about today. How many of you have heard that your investment portfolio should be diversified? Type in me. How many of you know your investment portfolio should be diversified? How many of you know your eggs, all eggs should not be in one basket? Brilliant. Now tell me, how many of you have a practical tool to measure diversification? Tell me, how many of you have a practical tool to measure diversification? No, you don't have that. So tell me, what's the point of building this knowledge? If you can't implement it, you can't apply it. Now I'm introducing you to one practical tool from our Money Gym program that helps our women apply the knowledge. Look at this sheet, everyone. Okay, this is a workbook from the Money Gym program. Now see, in column C, can you see I've written all types of investments? Okay. In column D, say you are writing the amount you've invested in these investments. And column E is calculating what percentage of your money is invested where. Now this column E is practically mapping diversification. Example, if you see, say you've invested in a house. You've paid some down payment you've made, 10 lakh rupees. 20.32% of your money is in your house. Say money has accumulated in your provident fund, 10,95,000 rupees. See, that is 22.25% money, 22.25% diversification in the provident fund. Say money is lying in the savings bank account, which is 20 lakh rupees, which is 40.64% of the money. Now, can you see I've colored this red? I've red flagged this, everyone. What does red color mean here? This is a red flag. Imagine you have total 100 eggs in the basket. And out of that, 40 eggs are lying in an investment that does not even beat inflation. What is the rate of interest you're getting in a savings bank account? Start typing, guys. What interest are you getting in your savings bank account? 4, 5, 6, 3. It's between 2 and 4, 5% maximum. Inflation is 7%. Imagine you have 100 eggs. Out of that, 40 eggs are lying in a basket or savings bank account, which does not even beat inflation. Do you think you're reaching your financial goals with that? Type in yes or no. Do you think you're on track with your goals? No. And isn't that risky? We keep getting scared of risk. Isn't this risky what we are doing? That we are not on track with our goals. We know that. We're not going to get there. So how you can begin on your wealth creation right away, everyone, is by implementing financial knowledge. And this you can do with hand-holding, with guidance. You're not alone in this. So the only way for you to exponentially grow your money, number one, is by hand-picking good quality investments. Number two, going beyond limiting beliefs. And number three, implementing financial knowledge and building a financial system in your life. Prema Gurung, who is a home baker by profession, she belongs to a very small town of Mokokchung in Nagaland. She came to a similar introduction session back in 2014, 10 years ago. She was living paycheck to paycheck. She and her husband were in a credit card and a personal debt of about 10 lakh rupees, finding it difficult to pay off these debts. She joined the Money Gym program. Within 20 months of joining the Money Gym program, she became debt-free and she has never been in debt ever since. 3 months after building debt freedom, she bought the right insurances for herself, started an emergency fund. She picked good quality mutual funds, bonds, and other investments. She planned her income tax and that for her husband. She used tax saving strategies. And her husband noticed the change Prema was bringing to the family's finances. He declared her as the finance minister of the house. He started handing over his entire salary to her and she started investing for both of them. A couple of years later, they bought a land in their hometown. Couple of years after that, they bought a car without a car loan. They started building their daughter's higher education fund. And then coronavirus crisis hit all of us. Both of them lost their income. But nothing could shake the peace of mind of the family because they had so well planned for their financial security. Today, both of them are back in their work. Prema has also opened her own bakery in Delhi. And both Prema and her husband, they are together building their daughter's higher education fund and their own retirement fund. That's the kind of women you will find at Women on Wealth. Arpita Prakash, who's a doctor by profession, she's in Bangalore. She says pregnancy led to a career break for her and then COVID hit her hard. She realized she was living a life without a financial plan. Today, she's saving and investing 40% of her salary. She's investing first and spending later. She's become a smarter tax planner. She has a well-diversified investment portfolio and she's rigorously investing in equity. You will find thousands of such stories of women on our social media channels, everyone. Thousands of women who've come online, shared their stories on videos on how they've taken charge of their finances, how they've altered their personal money lives. And they're today changing the way women are seen with money in the world. And these women of ours are spread across cities, across countries. And they are altering the stats that I showed you right in the beginning of this session. Would you like to be a part of this social change, everyone? Type in yes if you would like to be a part of this social change. Got it, everyone. Brilliant. I'm glad we're together in this. It is now time for questions. No question is basic and no question is silly. So type in all the questions that you have, and I'm going to answer as many in the limited time that I have. And then we will move forward. So go ahead, please start typing all the questions you have. Brilliant. One common question among all this is, how do I start? Yeah, that's a real common question coming from a lot of you. How do I start? Now, there are two ways to start, everyone. One is the old way of starting, where you take tips, you take advice, trial and error. You lose some money, you gain some money. If you lose money more than you gain, you may stop investing. Yeah, that's the old way of investing your money, by taking tips, advice, and more. And I am not advocating that way, because that is also a way to start. Do it alone, do it on your own, take tips, advice, trial error karo, lose karo kuch paisa, kuch gain karo, और सीख जाओ ऐसे ही करते करते करते. I don't recommend that. I have myself done that. 6 years it took me to reach this financial system. Thank goodness I started early. I started investing at the age of 21. With my first salary, I was investing. So 6 years I lost in that trial and error. And in my story, that's where I shared that I lost 90% of the money because I was just so dependent on others. So this is one way to start. It will take a lot of time. You will, lose time. I don't advocate this way, but well, this is the way. Right? Another way to start that I truly advocate today is become financially skilled first. Build your financial skills, build the knowledge, learn to implement the knowledge, and then go ahead and invest your money. It's a shortcut, and why not follow it? Right? It will get you results much faster. So there are two ways to start. One is start alone. One is to start with a community. One requires a lot of trial and error. It is time consuming. Another one will reduce your time to quite a lot. So yeah, that's what I would like to say. Okay, a lot of questions on how do I start. I've shared that. Okay, guys. I've told you where do you start. Some of you are asking me what investment should I do? Don't you have enough advisors already? Bankers, brokers telling you where to invest. Do you really want me to tell you that? If you want to be, if you want to be dependent, go ahead, depend on them, not me. I am on a mission to make women financially independent. So that's not the question for me, for sure. What is the minimum amount of money that you require to invest? I mean, in good quality investments, I would recommend that you have 10,000 rupees that you are saving every month at least to begin. How many of you are saving at least 10,000 rupees per month? How many of you are there? Okay, iPhone, AMU, okay, Divya, Reshma, Jyoti. You guys can have a lot of crores then. That's what I can tell you. Yeah, Darshna, Ji Bishna. So you guys can have a lot of crores. Because if I can do it, I can build 2 properties in Delhi NCR. You can also do it in your hometown, in your metro. I mean, women in our community, they've built properties in Mumbai. the costliest real estate in India. So if they can do it, so can you, right? Okay, is there a program I can join? Do you run paid classes? So I do run classes, but not for everyone. Okay, not for everyone. And there is a qualification procedure here, which I follow. So let me go in for that. Okay. So first of all, I want to thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being here and giving me the privilege of contributing to you. I trust that you've created value for yourself. Type in yes if you have created some value for yourself from all the 3 concepts that I shared with you today and from all the questions that I have answered for you today. And got it. And now I have some questions for you to answer. So my first question to you is, how many of you realize, I want to know that there is a lot more for you to learn. There's a lot more for you to do as far as implementing the knowledge that I've shared with you is concerned. How many of you realize that? Yes? Okay, got it. Now, my second question and a more important question is, how many of you realize that by not getting into this game right now, by not implementing this financial knowledge right away, you will repeat your past? Type in I do if you can see that you will repeat your past. You will keep doing things in a traditional way that really doesn't work effectively anyway. Got that. And this is why we have designed the Women on Wealth Money Gym program, everyone. So the Women on Wealth Money Gym program is your personal finance blueprint. It is the ultimate training system that has been designed to give you access to your financial freedom. So it is the ultimate training system that has been designed to give you access to your financial goals. So you could be anywhere here in your journey right now. You could be a complete beginner, somebody who's dependent on others for your financial decisions, or there is some knowledge you have, but there's lack of implementation where you are. In 2 months' time, you have the probability of becoming a knowledgeable investor. So somebody who's confident, somebody who makes independent financial decisions, and somebody who starts investing without depending on anyone in her life. Type in ready, everyone, if you are ready for this journey of your financial transformation. How many of you are ready? Got it, Sudha. Yes, Liza, Marina, Sanhita, Usha, Sarika, Reshma, Amu. Got it, everyone. Then, here are the options you have. Okay. Option number 1 for you is you do it alone. Like I said earlier also, it is slow, time consuming. It would require lots of trials and errors. Like I told you, I lost 6 years just doing trials and errors. You may stay stuck in the same hamster wheel. And maybe you give up on your dreams. And the option number 2 is, let's do it together. You and I, my team, we do it together. You will save time in this option, which is your most precious asset, everyone, let me tell you. You will start seeing results from day 1. You will save lots of money by avoiding trials and errors. And you will become a part of a women-centric investment community. So how it will work? Number 1, you build a vision for yourself. So you get clarity on how much money is needed to reach your financial goals. Step 2, you identify your current financial situation. So you look at how much money you are spending on things that don't align with your financial goals, values, and purpose in life. Step 3, you identify the gap. So you identify how much you should invest each month, where you should invest, and for how long you should invest, and at what rates of return to reach your financial goals. Step 4, you build your first investment portfolio. So you get access to picking good quality, high return investments on your own without depending on anyone in your life. And fifth, you get access to your financial freedom. You have no experience, it does not matter. You come from a non-finance background, it does not matter. You don't speak English, it does not matter. Whatever you've learned with me, you can implement it by putting 15 minutes of your dedicated time daily. So if this sounds like you can put in 15 minutes, you are willing to learn. And if you want to build your dream investment income, 2x your wealth and buy back your precious time to achieve financial freedom, over the next 5 days, my team and I, my financial coaches and I, we have set aside some time to talk with you and see if we can help you. So this call, you are invited to a free personalized. When I say personalized, it is a one-on-one finance call that you're coming for. It will be a Zoom call. You need to have your videos on. You need to be sitting in a comfortable place, not lying down, not traveling, no nothing. Really committed to your money life. And over this call, we will ask you some questions to understand your current financial situation and your financial goals. And I promise this will be the most valuable 30 to 45 minutes you will ever spend with us. So ready to book your call, everyone? Ready to book your free calls with me? Got it then. Let's bring it on. Sheetal, could you please put in the link? Thanks. So Sheetal has put in my link. So Sheetal and I will lead these sessions and you will have Shobha who will connect with you. Yes, an 18-year-old can. I started investing at 21. Warren Buffett, world's top investor, started investing at the age of 13. Ayushi, do you want to begin at 18? So type in booked once you've booked the call, everyone. Got it. Some of you are saying you've booked. Let me check. I'm not going to call iPhone. You got to book your call. Sheetal, could you please put the link again? Okay, I can see Amrinder has booked her slot. I have one booking from Amrinder. Anybody else? Got it. I have Payal who has booked it. Marina Khan. Ayushi Shukla. Trupti Dave. Lalita Kumari. Got it. Great. Yes, Lalita. Sudha Naveen. Got it. Brilliant. Anybody here who is struggling? Sure, Marina. Anybody here who is struggling with her booking? Who's not getting? Got it, Veena, Divya Jain. Liza. Got it, Marina. Thank you for complimenting me. Meeta, are you struggling? SK Chadha, are you struggling in booking your appointment? Is that what you're saying? Okay. Got it. Got it, Rita, Jayashree, Reshma. We can see your bookings. Sure, Sanhaita. Got it, Jayashree. Yes, Sakshi, Jadav, Mima, Komal, Bishna, Jyoti Chauhan, Usha. Sheetal, could you put in the link again? Some of them are asking how to book. Got it, Surekha, Shivaji, Surya. Please click on this link, everyone. Everybody who's saying I'm struggling to book, click on this link. Pick a time that is available for you to book your slot. Got it, Monisha. I can see you booked. Okay, Archana, you're struggling. Neeta Singh, you booked your appointment. Okay. Sheetal, Archana is also struggling. Anybody here who's still not getting the link, who still not managed to book and you were trying? Yes, Divya, sure. Got that, Jayashree. Thank you so much for acknowledging me. Got it, everyone. So thank you for booking your appointment. Here is the next thing that you need, which is a community. If we all work on building our personal financial skills and we pass on the word to women that they can also build their skills, this place will be a wonderful world to live in. So can I request each one of you who's today, yes, gotten some ray of hope, if you have been, if you've been empowered today, you've been enabled today, anything that made an improvement, you've made a difference to yourself, I invite you to pass on the word. Sheetal, could you please put in the message? Everybody, can I invite you to pass this message on to women you know? Invite them to attend this free introduction session. Here is the message, everyone. Could you please pass it on? Sudha is with me. Share it in any WhatsApp groups, which are women's, Facebook groups, with your specific women friends and family members. Anybody you love, anybody you see who can benefit, or if you are just in any groups, please pass this on. We want to reach out to more and more women because financial skill building is not rocket science. Creating wealth is not rocket science, I promise you. Could you be our support in spreading the word? Got that, Ayushi? Thank you for spreading it. Okay, Dr. Mradula, you're not able to book the date. Sheetal, could you please put the appointment link again? Got that, Amu? Thank you for sharing. Lalita, thank you for sharing the link with people in your life. Who else? Who else is going to spread the word? Who else got benefited and would like to pass on some good financial skill building? iPhone, you're not able to book. We can put the link again, but you'll have to book it yourself. This is the link to pass on to your friends and family. Sheetal has also put the link to for Calendly, for booking your appointment if you haven't. Dr. Veena, Reshma, Jyoti, thank you for spreading the word. Annapurna, Rita, iPhone, the link is right below. Yeah, if you share your name and phone number, the team could support you. Anybody who might be struggling in booking their appointments, you can reach out. Got that. So thank you so much, everyone, for participating today. It is a privilege leading you and supporting you to the next step of your journey. My team and I, we are looking forward to supporting you move to the next step. So please make sure that you schedule yourself for the time that you've booked. Shobha, my team member, will reach out to you to confirm your booking. Make sure you are set up for it, okay? With your videos on, ready to begin. I am sharing the links to follow us on social media again so that none of you miss us. If you have any challenge, just write to us on Instagram or, to the message, wherever you find us, just write to us. We're right here to support you. Got that, G. Krishna. Thank you for saying that this session empowered you. Loads of love, everyone. Take charge, stay safe, and bye-bye.